Mike Shoesmith here, coming to you from Saskatchewan, Canada. And as I drive through Saskatchewan, Canada, I am acutely aware of the enormous disconnect between those who call for the reduction in the population of the earth, people like Queen of England's husband, Prince Philip, and Queen of America, Dan Savage. Those people who claim that the Earth's population needs to be reduced dramatically. The disconnect between those people and reality.
Sometimes in my darker moments, I'm anti-choice. I think abortion should be mandatory for about 30 years.
Because as you drive through Saskatchewan, you become acutely aware of the enormous, vast lands which are unoccupied by people. I mean, you can drive for hours upon hours through this part of the world and never see a single person out walking around. It's true. And yet we have people like, well, the Dan Savages of the world, who is calling for the death of billions of people.
Population control. There's too many people on the planet.
And also I mentioned Prince Philip, who is a renowned population reductionist. These elitists don't seem to get out from the major metropolitan areas very much, and get a taste, a dose of reality out here, where there's lots of room for people, and an education on the realities of the population of the earth, in so much as the entire population of the earth would in fact fit in Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida being the largest city in the United States. Many of you will not know that. The United States of America, the largest city is Jacksonville, Florida. Every man, woman, and child on earth could fit in within the borders of Jacksonville, Florida. Not stacked in a giant pile, but standing on your feet with room to spread your arms. And then when you bring these facts up, the elitists say, well, it's not a population problem, it's a resource problem. Well, listen, just a few hours north of where I am right here is the tar sands of Alberta and Saskatchewan. And the tar sands has enough oil to supply the entire world for another 400 years. In fact, there's so much corn that we're now burning it as gasoline, as a gasoline additive. The problem with the elitists is they see themselves as having tremendous value, but the rest of the peons in the world have no value. And they are disposable, a disposable commodity. You can reach into the womb and kill these people because they don't have the same value that Prince William's child will have, and so on. Such a big fuss made over that child. And so I just wanted to bring this up to you folks, that this is not the world does not have a population problem or a resource problem. The world has an elitist problem. That's the problem. And you might think, well, what about the population? Shouldn't we curb it? I mean, who wants to live in Alberta and Saskatchewan? Well, listen, we have people living in a giant tin can up in space.
Houston, you copy.
Surely we can make Saskatchewan and Alberta habitable. I mean, where is the resource, the intellectual resource on this? I mean, even Gene Roddenberry had in his show Star Trek, he had, people colonizing other planets and other, throughout the galaxy. Even he had enough sense to, forget about the abortion thing. Let's put people out there. Let's get the people out into the galaxy, and let's start colonizing other planets. And he had enough sense for that.
Well, there's no way it's better than the Planet of the Apes. I mean, those apes were really good actors.
But instead, the elitists are the elitists admitting that the Earth is our home eternally? Where is Where's their ingenuity? Where is their inventiveness? Where is this so-called science that the atheists and the evolutionists claim to have a monopoly on? Where is that? Why is it that they turn immediately to population reduction instead of population explosion into space? And why is it that they have no interest in colonizing places like Alberta and Saskatchewan? Did you know that before Israel became a nation in 1948, did you know that that area was a wasteland? And then Israel was given that property and has now turned it into a paradise? It should upset you people that these elitists are so eager to kill off humanity rather than try and find places for these people to live, because they're human beings. We are not animals, and we deserve to live. Humanity has a right to life according to the Declaration of Independence of the United States. Does it really? Does humanity really have a right to life? Well, let's protect that right and stop trying to kill off billions of people. Queen Savage, Prince Philip. It's time to knock that off and start focusing on where to put the people. You know, we as Christians, we see that the Bible is not only pro-life, but it's pro-science and pro-ingenuity and pro-creativity. And we are eager to take on the challenge of where to put these people. And all you got to do is drive through vast acres upon hectares upon quarters of land in Canada and even the United States. Most of the United States has no people in it. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not, but most of the United States has no people in it. Now let's do a better job and think this through rather than turn immediately to death and killing and destruction and wiping out large portions of humanity.
And then they go into this bar, and they're all these space creatures, and then someone makes the mistake of picking out Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then he takes out his lightsaber, and he goes whoosh, and he chops his arm right off, because it's a saber that's made out of light.
My name is Mike Shoesmith. That's the truth about population reduction. And overpopulation is a myth. We'll talk to you guys next time. See ya. So this is Saskatoon. Songs have been written about this place, Saskatoon. See, people do really live in Saskatchewan after all. Wow, must be rush hour here. Rush hour in Saskatoon. Sure is a pretty little town. All those fancy igloos up there. Well, it took us all of 2 minutes to drive through Saskatoon. Here we are back on the other side. We need more people in Saskatchewan. Bring us more people. This is Saskatchewan. Oh, it's too cold out here for this.